In a quiet village, a potter sits by his wheel, his hands covered in clay, his eyes focused, his movements precise. He takes a lump of ordinary earth and begins to shape it. What was once formless now starts to take shape under pressure, rotation, and the potter's careful touch. Sometimes he presses too hard, and the clay collapses. Sometimes he adds more water, or starts again entirely. But eventually, after fire and flame, that same clay emerges as something beautiful, strong, and useful. We are all that clay. Life is the potter. Pain is the wheel that spins us. And time is the fire that hardens us into who we are meant to become. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every failure, these are not punishments. They're sculpting moments, shaping our character, softening our ego, and revealing the beauty hidden beneath our roughness. Just as clay cannot shape itself, we too cannot always understand why life is pressing us in certain ways. But the potter knows the shape he is forming, even if the clay does not. Pain, in its rawest form, feels unfair. It shakes us, breaks us, and often leaves us, questioning our worth and purpose. But pain is also a teacher, silent yet deeply wise. It teaches patience when things move slowly. It teaches strength when we feel weak. And it teaches humility when our pride blinds us. Think about gold. It shines only after being melted. A diamond is formed only under immense pressure. And a seed must break apart before it can become a tree. In every form of creation, breaking precedes becoming. The same is true for us. Once the potter shapes the clay, he places it in the fire. This is the stage most of us resist, the trials, the loss, the pain that feels unbearable. But without the fire, the pot will remain fragile, soft, weak, incomplete. The fire doesn't destroy the pot, it makes it stronger. It seals the form, giving it the strength to hold water, to serve its purpose. In the same way, life's fire purifies us. It burns away illusions, false identities, shallow desires, and pride. What remains is our true nature, resilient, compassionate, and wise. Pain, then, is not our enemy. It is a sacred fire that transforms us from fragile beings into vessels of strength and wisdom. The clay resists. It doesn't want to be pressed, stretched, or spun. We too resist, we question, complain, and cling to comfort. But comfort rarely creates growth. The wheel must spin for transformation to begin. The truth is, growth and comfort can never coexist. We cannot evolve if we are not willing to be reshaped. Many people pray for an easy life, but the wise pray for a meaningful one. And meaning is always born out of struggle. There are moments in life when everything feels shattered: relationships, dreams, faith. But sometimes being broken is not the end, it's the beginning. When a clay pot breaks, the potter doesn't throw away the pieces. In Japan, there's an art called kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired with gold. The cracks are not hidden, they're celebrated. Because the object becomes more beautiful. Because it was broken, not in spite of it. That's the power of healing. When we rise from pain, We carry wisdom, empathy, and depth. We become living art, shaped by suffering, sealed with resilience, and gilded with grace. Perfection is not beauty. Truth is. A pot with uneven edges, a scar on the surface. These tell stories of creation, struggle, and survival. Our flaws, too, tell stories of where we've been and what we've overcome. When you stop hiding your scars, you begin to radiate authenticity. People are drawn not to perfection, but to truth, and pain is what often awakens truth within us. It's hard to trust a potter when the spinning feels endless, when the pressure feels too much, when the fire burns too long. But the potter's hands are gentle. They never leave the clay. Even when it feels like you're falling apart, you're being shaped by something greater than yourself. The wheel will stop spinning one day. The fire will cool. And you'll see that every moment of pain was a step toward becoming whole. After transformation, the pot can finally hold water or light. It serves. It gives. It fulfills its purpose. That's what pain prepares us for, to hold light. When we have walked through darkness, we understand compassion. When we have been broken, we learn how to heal others. Pain connects us to humanity. It deepens our empathy and expands our capacity to love. You were not broken to remain shattered. You were broken so you could hold light, so that others might find warmth through your story. So, when life presses you like clay, when the wheel spins too fast, or when the fire feels unbearable, remember the potter. You are not being punished. You are being shaped. And one day you'll see every mark, every crack, every scar was part of a divine design to make you beautiful beyond measure. You are not the broken pot. You are the masterpiece in progress. Pain is not here to destroy you. It's here to reveal the strength you always had and the beauty you were destined to become.